questions to ask throughout a campaign with the confidence rising. I told WDF don't switch, good times are coming on even deep diving. Fan cams, reactions, watch along, still the pride of London thriving. The Eagles of South, they flying. Keep your eyes on us, we ain't hiding.
Yo, big up everyone, Rich here, England Football. And, obviously we've just recently heard the news that Jefferson Lerma has signed for the club. He officially signed yesterday. Won't lie, I was expecting Joa and Lerma to be in the boxing ring together. I did kind of tweet that as well, hoping for that, but it is what it is. We saw Lerma with the boxing gloves, but the most important thing is that he is now an Eagle. But this clip is just a short video from Bournemouth fans giving their viewpoint on Jefferson Lerma and what he may give to the club. Now, for those who haven't seen, Done Deals is already out, so please check that out as well, either by clicking the I in this stream, or at the end of the stream it should be, I'll make sure to put it in the end cards as well. But JC covered Lerma in great detail, and all of the England football team shared our viewpoints on Jefferson Lerma joining the club and what he can offer us. But you're not here to hear from me anymore. It's time to hear from two Bournemouth fans. First up, John from Cherry's Red Army, and right after, Craig from the UTC IAD Bournemouth Fan Podcast.
Hi, it's John from Cherry's Red Army. So Jefferson Lerma is practically confirmed, according to rumours, to be already going to Crystal Palace. He is generally a defensive midfielder. He is tough tackling. He is aggressive. He is passionate. He is a fan's favourite at Bournemouth, and we are gutted to see him go. He's had a reputation over the years of picking up too many yellow cards, but admittedly he has improved that. He's stopped talking back at the ref as much, and in the last couple of seasons he's kept his yellow card count in the single digits for the first time since he arrived in Europe. So he is improving in that regard. For Palace, it's an interesting one for me because when you compare him, particularly in the numbers, to Decore, he doesn't really show up. The only in comparison, the only thing he does better than Decore is his aerial win success, and he is pretty dominant in the air. And for his clearances, the top 1% in Europe's top 5 leagues for defensive midfielders for clearances. But he played in a Bournemouth team that often just sat back into a box and conceded a lot of corners and conceded a lot from set pieces. But he is dominant in the air. He's great in both boxes, and he has scored a few goals recently. He's scored 5 this season, which was his best return for us in a single season. Scored 12, assisted 7 over his 5 years with us. So he could probably be backup for Decore, but he can also work as a bit more of a box-to-box midfielder. He has often turned up at the edge of the box and put in a couple of nice finishes. You just need to look at his first goal against Leeds for something of what he can do. And I think on the ball, I think he is slightly better than Decore. Statistically, I haven't seen enough of Decore, but him and Lerma aren't going to be a partnership. I think in a double pivot, you need someone more progressive than that. So it'd be interesting what your new manager does with him.
Hello, Rich. Thanks for having me on the Eagle Eye podcast again. Although, I'll be honest, I don't really want to be doing this video because Jefferson Lerma has left the football club. I'm absolutely devastated about it. What are Palace getting? They're getting a tough tackling midfielder. He can play defensive midfield. He's also got an eye for a goal, as shown in the goals he scored against Leeds at home. He was fantastic that day, was the heartbeat of the team. Really, he had the chance, and I expected him to leave us when we was relegated to the Championship during the COVID season, but it shows what sort of person Jefferson Lerma is, that he stayed with the football club. And I think, he played such an instrumental part in us getting back to this level. He's very, very good with link-up play. Outstanding. Some of the play that he's played with Philip Billing and Dominic Solanke up front for us, has been exceptional. He does have a slight little temper, but he's a lovely man at heart and really, really nice guy. I think he was picked upon in the Championship by referees because he had that cutting edge. He had that little bit of extra quality. There was that Sheffield Wednesday game which was a little bit ridiculous, where, of course, after that, he got a ban. And it was some time after, but it was some sort of biting incident or something stupid like that. Jefferson wouldn't do that. And, he's a great player. He will fit in really, really well into that midfield alongside Eze and Elise. I think what Palace are doing is they're building a very, very good side there. And I'm sure he will be an absolute asset to your football club. We'll miss him. Hopefully he goes easy on us when he does come back to Dean Court and when we go to Selhurst Park. He is a true professional though, so he probably won't. But yeah, I am absolutely gutted. Our loss is definitely Palace's gain, and I am sure, we all love him. Local man, as we call him. We absolutely adore Local man. I'm sure, he will become a fan's favourite at Selhurst Park, and he will always be welcome back here to Dean Court. But, if you ever don't like him, can you please send him back as well, guys? But, I'll keep an eye out for Palace's results next season. And, I think he will do a tremendous job in that midfield for you.
Yeah, big up to John and Craig, obviously, for giving their honest perspective on Lerma. Listen, I'm excited, just based on what they're saying. I mean, hopefully the Corey and Lerma don't both decide to start getting crazy yellow cards. But listen, it seems like he's going to be a great fit for our side. He can press, he can sit back, he can hold, he's composed on the ball, and he can chip in with a few goals as well as assists. So, what, I am so excited about this signing. And it's one that's done early, so hopefully we can get a few more over the line. But once again, Jefferson Lerma is a Crystal Palace player. Thank you once again to John and Craig. Please make sure to subscribe to their channels as well. Great guys, great content as well. And I'll put their channel links into the title and into the description as well. But all we can say, listen, one thing and one thing only, is up the Palace. Yeah.